Hello, students. When I had originally planned for this Chapter 7 work on technology, it was going to be clear and concise and right to the point of equity in its use in classrooms and expectations for our students. But now we have another entirely new aspect to examine when talking about technology. This past week, Governor Murphy declared that all schools would be closed because of the coronavirus outbreak. Now we have to look at every single classroom's teachers and how they are adapting to this change within our education systems. I do want you to take notes and be ready to share these when we next meet. A former colleague of mine posted this version of I Will Survive yesterday, and I've got to say it kept me entertained all afternoon as I went through and worked through some of the coursework. Please listen to it and listen to the meaningful lyrics. I would like you to record, take notes of some of the planning that went on by your cooperating teacher as he or she got ready for sending the students home to be learning in a totally new environment. As teachers prepped to send their students home for this new online learning and for parents to be working with them at home, all of these aspects of Danielson's framework for effective teaching are in practice. I need you to let me know if you are able to access these videos that I have put into the PowerPoint that are on Teaching Channel. I do need to know whether you're able to access them or not. Thank you. You'll note that I have included Bloom's taxonomy throughout this PowerPoint presentation. It is key to be able to bring our students from the lower levels of learning and thinking to points of creativity. These three stages represent my learning in terms of technology. Stage one, these are things that I have been doing for years, and that's the use of PowerPoint. I was one of the first presenters of PowerPoint to my teachers. Stage two, things that I've definitely improved upon, being able to insert videos and websites within PowerPoint. And now I'm at stage three, using things that I never thought possible in the past, and that's teaching you online and managing my instruction using learning management systems. Schools have been pressured to change. We need to have students who are ready for the workplace with their knowledge of technology and its use. So all these different agencies and groups of people have really pressured schools to make a difference. Here's the biggest pressure of all. All right, we were all called to learn something new last week, and we will continue to be learning together. Over the next few slides, I have included several examples of use of technology within the classroom, beginning with Class Dojo. I know that some of the students have observed this in their observation classrooms, and maybe they can share when we meet on Monday. Please view these following videos. Some of you have had the experience of being in your cooperating teachers' classrooms where they do have students who are new to learning English. The use of technology for these students is critical. They do need the opportunity to hear language spoken correctly, not only through the teacher, but at other points of the day as well. And the use of technology does aid in their acquisition of English as their second language. This is a crucial question that we have to ask ourselves. We know that our students do have many skills in technology as they were basically brought up with the use of computers and iPads and iPhones. It's just part of their lives. But are we as adults truly ready to be those 21st century teachers? We're being called upon to do that right now. Technology has allowed the teacher's role to change. Uh, the teacher is not just imparting the content with direct instruction, but rather the teacher becomes a facilitator. Technology definitely allows the teacher to do a lot more differentiation within the classroom as well. As teachers prepare to send their students home for instruction over this, what we thought might be a week or 2 weeks, now looks like it's going to be considerably longer. Teachers received some time of professional development to build up their skills for technology. On the other hand, a lot more professional development is going to have to be provided. Parents are now expected to be the teacher. In many cases, they don't have any background in technology. And those who do use technology on a day-to-day basis are definitely not familiar with the technology that's used within a classroom. So many changes have to occur, and we have to be patient as all of this rolls out. This is the topic I want to spend a little bit more time discussing, and that's the use of technology and the digital learning gap. We know that there are children who have grown up with the use of technology. They have every device available within their homes, and parents definitely allow them to use all of those devices. But there are other children who do not have access to technology at home. Even if the school sends home a laptop or they send home a tablet for the students to use, if the students don't have access to adequate Wi-Fi, that is not going to be used effectively. Now we have issues with schools closed and many districts sending home devices for the students' use. But again, the use of Wi-Fi, is it going to be available? Now, some Wi-Fi companies have made access available to families, but in an area like mine, we're quite remote, where houses are so far apart that in many cases you can't even see from one house to the other, and many houses don't have adequate Wi-Fi, mine included. This technology gap definitely does cross racial and income lines. Again, districts sent home devices for the students' use. And prior to the schools closing down, we could always say that, well, if the students don't have Wi-Fi, they could go to the library, they could go to Panera, they could go to any place that has Wi-Fi. But now all of those options are closed. So, just sending home a device is not always the answer. Many schools have availed themselves of available funds coming from the Federal Commerce Commission, who has offered Wi-Fi at discount centers. Now, that would be schools and libraries, but again, those buildings are closed, so it definitely does not help. When we meet online on Monday, I would like you to be ready to share elements of technology that you observed in your cooperating teacher's classroom. If you can give us the specific websites that might have been used, or perhaps the programs that were used, it will add to our discussion of the use of technology within the classroom. Thank you. I've listed some of the assignments for our next study, which will be Chapter 8, Ethical and Legal Issues Facing Teachers. I want you to work on Mind Tap Wrapping It Up. That's Chapter 7. Be prepared to share and talk as much as you possibly can. I hope you can all get online. I'm hoping to be able to be using Zoom for Monday, but we'll see whether everything is ready to go on that. And of course, please continue work on your journal writing. All right, while those firsthand experiences are fresh in your mind. There will be a test after our study of Chapter 8. It's going to be a take-home test. Obviously, it needs to be. And I will be changing the format for that. So please make sure you stay up to date with your reading and responding to your questions. Now, the original assignment for Chapter 7 was for you to view videos and then critique those videos. Please just view the videos. There's no need for a critique with that. I would rather that you work on your journal writing. Thank you, and I'll be seeing you on Monday.